Terry's Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you to my side yard on this beautiful, slightly overcast day where it's time to harvest some beautiful official yarrow. It is such a beautiful regal plant with its feathery leaves and such a medicinal plant. So let's get busy and get to harvesting. Okay, with these, I'm going to cut them back because they will shoot more up. I have a lot to harvest. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? Big old bunch of yarrow. They are good and healthy this year, and they have really spread out. I'm going to continue to harvest this whole patch. I'm going to lay them right there and keep going. A very, very important medicinal herb that everyone should have growing in their garden and herb beds. Well, I get my clippers to it. And you want to harvest all the whole stem if possible. All right, I'm about halfway done. I'm going to finish up and I'll bring y'all right back. Okay, I have my setup here. Thank gracious for gorilla carts. All right, I'm going to go through, look for any bad leaves, any bugs. I'm just going to knock them off. I'm going to do them basically the same way I done the mint, but going back, any bad leaves, just strip them off. And you definitely want as many leaves as you do flower heads as well. Medicinal. This plant is amazing medicinal wise. And I'll have more information in the description box below. It is good to be made in, you can make tincture, you can make tea with it. It's good for colds, coughs, respiratory issues, so many different things. It's amazing to make into a infused oil, and that way you have it for cuts and scrapes and bug bites and all kinds of ailments of the skin. But the main thing that it's good for is making your own homemade bleed stop, because this is the main ingredient in bleed stop, or it is the main ingredient of bleed stop, and it does work. What you would do is, once your yarrow is dried, and see, I have a pretty good bundle here. Once your yarrow is dry, you would strip the leaves and the flowers off, grind it until it's a powder, store it up, and if you have a wound that needs to stop bleeding, just put the powder on it. It will stop the bleeding. It is an amazing medicinal to have in your medicine cabinet. And plus, it is so beautiful growing. And what I do is I'll rubber band it really good. Go on, mosquito. Got her. Ha! Stick the twine in between, because as it dries, they're gonna shrink. Rubber bands are good, but I like extra insurance. And you want to tie it as tight as you possibly can. I'm not going to label these because I know what it is. And I snip my string, and there's one beautiful bundle of yarrow to hang up. I'm going to hang it up under the canopy so it can dry. Let's work on another one. Somehow, I got quite a few of them turned around, but that's okay. But like I said, look for any dead leaves, just pull them off. Any bugs, any, strip that off. And you just keep working. Just keep working. You look for grass, bugs, spiders, and you take them off. But they are such beautiful plants. And like I said, I'll have more medicinal information in the description box below the video as well as my link to a video I done last year or several years back where I showed you how to make your own bleed stop. A very, very important medicinal to have in your medicine cabinet, because you never know when you might get hurt very badly and you can't get straight to the hospital, but you can stop the bleeding. Of course, apply, if it's bad enough, apply a tourniquet, then put the bleed stop on it. But and since it's really leafy, I try to not put as many per bundle. That way can get a guarantee that they will dry. And I said these little rubber bands come in handy. And you want to dry them out of the sun where they get airflow and keep rain off of them, any kind of moisture. And you want to harvest them early in the morning before the sun hits them real hard and the dew is dry. It's not hard to do. This is just the old way of doing it. Now, of course, they would have just used the twine, not the rubber bands, but it still works out. Well, I'm going to get busy. I'm going to finish these up, and I will bring you back when I have them hung up and show you how I do it. Beautiful plants. Everybody should have this growing somewhere in your yard because it's an important medicinal, very important medicinal. All right, and of course there'll be another, since I've cut the blooms, there'll be another surge of blooms to come up later on. So I should, if everything goes right, get 2 to 3 harvests a year. And believe me, they're very important harvests. All right, I'll see you back here in a little bit. Hopefully y'all can see it. I have 6 beautiful bunches of yarrow hanging up under the canopy to dry and dance in the breeze. It's a warm breeze, so it shouldn't take too long for them to dry. Of course, I'll bring you back when they're dry and ready to process. Now, this is yarrow. It is not Queen's Anne lace, and it is not hemlock, also known as water hemlock. Be careful and know exactly what you are harvesting. It's beautiful, it's so medicinal, and I am truly blessed to have it. Everyone continue, sorry mosquito after me, continue to stock up on food that will sustain and nourish you. Medicinals like this yarrow that will heal you inside and out. Protection of all kinds and the bare essentials to survive on. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and may you each be blessed. Hoot hoot. Y'all take care.